Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be. Shieldy Sawyer. I don't want people. I'm just losing the plot. Losing the plot. Okay, can't make it out there. Still can't read it. Shame. Can you read that? The little words. I can't. But, we'll go back here. The military industrial complex, almost in us trial, it's trial, right? We're on trial since the military industrial complex come around, right? It's an informal, powerful alliance between a government's military, its defense industry, and polytricksters who work together to influence policy, and secure high defense spending. So if you look at not just the military industrial complex where they influence policy, so they're influencers. Your polytricksters, clearly, right, are influencers. And they especially influed people in 2020, didn't they? So they secure high spending, right? Coined by President Eisenhower in 1961, it describes a revolving door where companies, e.g. Lockheed Martin, Boeing, just to mention two massive corporations, lobby for contracts and politicians push for higher military budgets. Who do you think funds like these political parties, right? Who do you think gives lots of money directly to the political parties, right? And then lots of money they get back, don't they? You put in 10 million to, say, Labour today, Conservative tomorrow, Farage the day after maybe, right? Give lots of money. Look at this, your company, your limited company, right, which you call a party, is just got 10 million quid. Look how much now you can pay yourself. How much can you pay? Director, owner, how much can you pay yourself for that 10 million quid? What salary do you want, mate? What do you deserve? Oh, look, there's another one over here. Look, he wants to give you 10 million quid too, mate. Oh, God, it's so hard, this running this business. I'm really scared my business, my party will go out of business. All I got to do is keep people cheering and telling them I'm going to do loads of shit I'm definitely not going to do. And I'll get loads of money, right? And people will love me and I'll become just like a YouTuber, right? An influencer, famous. Everyone going, yeah, I know you. Can I have a picture with you? Oh, look, you're one of those special people that appear on a screen. Can I have a picture with you? It's so fucking weird. Once upon a time, it was, can I have your autograph? Or, I mean, what even does that mean, innit? And, people put love into somebody's signature. Or the photo with them. They've never met till now. And all of a sudden they're like, mate, oh, look at that. Oh, you wrote that. She wrote that. Oh, my God. Look, everybody. Wow. Really, what? that man or woman on the screen. Wow. Oh, you're so lucky, lucky, lucky. You get me, innit? But yeah, when you're looking at the words, when you look at what they do, right, with our money, and then with this money that Lockheed Martin make, that they pay with our money, right? All these military weapons, right? Who's it at? Oh, the people. Yeah, the people. And they divide you to believe it's all right, it's all right, it's all right. We're not spending your money to hurt you. We're spending your money to protect you, because all the other governments, Roman Empire, are also buying weapons, right? And to protect theirs. And every now and then we'll have one of ours. We haven't decided who yet. Well, we have, but shut up. We're going to decide that we need to all buy more weapons, right? Because we're going to start what we're going to call a war, right? So we're going to just have one of these countries going to go, look at that crazy leader, the influencer, right? He's going to be the crazy man, right? Oh, he's crazy. Oh, he's crazy. He's going to go, set a missile off and just shoot some other country with a flag, right? Now, say you're at water, man, because they're treating our countries as ships. They're the captains of the ship, right? And we're the ship and fucking mates, mate. We are scrub the floors. You know what I mean, boys and girls, right? And soon the bombs are about to hit. And we're going to sink if people don't fucking stand up to the captain. And of course, at the same time, when these bombs do go off, that we as people, the people on the streets, have paid for, right? We've gone, yes, please buy more weapons. Yeah, I'll take my money, take it. Yeah, tax, yeah, take it. No problem. Don't question, right? Buy loads of weapons, right? And when that kills fucking a school full of children, right? How many people in this on this land, right, are going, wow, that was me, right? I funded that. I played a part. A part of that reason all those children died today was because me, happily allowed the people who bought the bombs to take my money and put that money towards their fucking bombs, innit? Everyone's all grieving when they talk about soldiers that don't come home, right? Who shot them? Who participated in this corrupt, disgusting system, right? And kept funding it without question. And still people can't get through to their fucking minds that there's a government in every country. They can't think that surely one of all these countries would have gone, actually, we're doing things a different way, right? But no. And most people have traveled from country to country, right? And they must have noticed, especially those who are of an age, how all the countries are starting to look the same, right? Whereas once upon a time you had culture. Now you got a fucking Audi now in every fucking street corner, a McDonald's. It all seems to be all the rules and regulations. You got to fucking, walk into every country and work out what you can and can't do. Mostly you just assume I can't do anything, right? Because pretty much every country now you can't, can you? Without being fined or slapped about, handcuffed, told you're a criminal. You dare breathe at one point, apparently, right? I mean, the military industrial complex, it's So just that in itself is enough for everybody to in the whole fucking world with sense, with sanity on their side, right? To be absolutely right. Fuck this, right? You know, how far do they have to go? 1961 people, right? All you got to do is a bit of research on secret operations, right? On all the history that they report, that they tell us. If you actually search it, they don't shout about it because everyone thinks, oh, anything that was as important as that, the news, the media would shout about it and tell us, like the media is their friend, right? Like the media isn't another just massive corporation controlled by the bankers that feeds all the information to the people that they want it to feed, to ensure that they carry on fucking slaving, right? Making them feel just that little bit where they feel like they're happy, right? They don't know happiness. So if they all just feel like, you know, a little bit of goodness in them when they eat a donut or watch their favorite Netflix, right? Get a little feeling, just keep them up with that, and they'll go to work day in, day out, day in, day out, fund our military industrial complex, and won't say a fucking word. And when we want to stab them all with the military, with their weapons, when we want to stab them into their arms, they'll all happily line up for it, right? They'll even put it in their own children. People have to start noticing that, you know, government is the fucking Roman Empire, right? And whatever you want to call it before then, whatever you want to call it in between then, right? It's controlled by the fucking Vatican City, Roman See, SEE, right? Holy See. Everything goes back. Knights of Malta all protecting the Vatican, right? Even the Rothschilds themselves, all part and parcel of the Knights of Malta, the Knights Templar, the Knights, right? All there to protect the Vatican and its wealth, because that's where all the fucking wealth of the world is going, people, right? That's your safe, where all the information and all the gold will be. And if you think like the Pope is the top guy in the Vatican, you're lost in it. You're very lost, man. You know, I dare say that guy probably like fucking, right, yeah, he done a bit, kick him out at the end of each day, innit? Yeah, come to work, mate, off your fucking trot. All they got to show is a picture paints 1,000 words, innit? All these men are more men, and you probably don't see all the women in the Vatican, do you? It's not saying that's going to be like, oh, look, fuckloads of hot women. But if you do, they're all going to be in gowns or some kind of costume, right? That's going to give everyone some impression that, look, they're so holy and hearty, but really it's another big screen event, right? Once the old cameras stop, you know, what's going on in the Vatican City, really, isn't it? And who really lives in there, isn't it? All roads lead to Rome. Fucking hell. Rule over me, rule over man, Roman, right? All leads back to fucking Rome. And if you want to go before then, yeah, I'll get you. You know what I mean? But you got to start seeing that even the history itself, right? It's all written by them, but obviously they love the Romans, right? They love the fucking. Who hasn't heard of the Romans? Who wasn't taught about how the Romans they built the roads? It was a history of people that they want to keep heavily alive within history to mass amounts of people. You guarantee it's what they used to call themselves, isn't it? Or what they used to call the era, the Roman Empire, right? Now we're the government. Now they call themselves the government, mate. The governor, right? Who's the fucking governor, mate? I'm the fucking governor, you know? The governors, man. They even, just straight out in your face in America, innit? They call themselves the governors. Fucking funny cunts. And all these people still can't see that it's disgusting to allow a man rule over man, right? Simple as, yeah. You can't, if you're so scared of what will happen without a man ruling over you, right? What are you? You know what I mean? What are you, man? Well, you're so scared to lose the man ruling over you, innit? Deciding what's good for you and what's not good for you, what you can and can't do, and when you can and can't fucking do it, and how much it's going to cost you for his services, right? Crazy fuck, man. Everyone paying the governor, right? The biggest, dirtiest, motherfucking, sickest fuck in the world, right? And everyone's paying the governor. Wow. And everyone's happy with the governor's rules because they're all too fucking scared to say different, innit? All too scared to say different because the governor will get his henchmen on you, won't he? And the henchmen, who are they? Oh, they're us, aren't they? As long as we're willing to go and do a test and we're stupid enough to put a costume on and pretend we've got power over people, innit? And we act like we're so great, and the people, some idiots, cheer us. You know what I mean? Fucking cheer them, innit, mate? Yay. Oh, look, every once in a blue moon, they actually go after someone, a crime with a victim. Wow. If it's easy, or what they'll tend to do is when they catch someone red-handed, well done, they'll just tell you all the other burglaries in the area, get him to admit to them all and for a lesser sentence. That if you take all these 10 burglaries that have happened in the area, mate, and cross them off our list, the homeowner will be happy. Yeah, we know it's your first time, but still, just say you've done 10, don't matter. It's not going to change anything on your record, mate. But get a lesser sentence, or you're going down 3 years, you cunt. All right, yeah, done 10. How much? Right, we'll do your probation, mate. There you go. You little cunt. Get out. Thanks. Look at us, corporation of police. Yeah. Keeping you safe. Yeah. Making millions. Millions, right? Millions. Billions, probably. I mean, the police corporation itself is definitely worth billions, isn't it? Just the UK. I mean, that is a business running fucking, you know what I mean? And then, of course, the little police corporation is handing all these people over to the court corporation, right? Oh, your fucking king loves that. He loves a criminal. Look how, like, without a criminal fucking people, right? without criminals on the streets, and especially lots of it. How's the king making money out of his courts, mate? You know what I mean? He needs as many people in them courts as possible, mate. And then he's fucking raking it in, right? You know, Crown Courts, everyone, look at this Crown Court, all about just ice. Ice turns to water and evaporates, right? But they say it in your face, it's just ice, it's nothing, it's bullshit, right? And let's find out, let's break families, let's get everyone married through the fucking corporate fucking religions. If we got them strong enough in the religion, they'll stay unhappy all their lives from when they decide, oops, made a mistake with this one. Otherwise, fuck it. We're going to make loads from the courts with divorces, and we'll take fucking so much fees, it'll be a big chunk of their assets. And we'll run these courts for as long as we can. We'll have judges going adjourn. Boy, double bubble, triple bubble. The more times we get them to come in, the longer it takes. We'll make it over so the solicitors get paid loads of money over the 6 months wait before we're going to court. You know what I mean? It's a fucking scam, people. It's all a scam. Every part of this system is a fucking scam. You can't take the drug and then realize that, right? It's too late, man. They're making you realize it now, right? They're going to make you realize it whether you're ready to right now or fucking not, people, right? You don't want to wake up now, see how you feel in a year, innit? Nothing is more scary than the truth, people, right? It's a shame, innit? It's a shame that the truth is the most scary thing of all, right? Why everybody's hiding behind lies, of course. Everyone's so scared to face the truth, right? Because they got to change. But if you don't, what happens, people, right? What happens now if you don't change? If you don't decide to face the truth, right? And decide to get off your fucking backsides and do something about it, innit? You know what I mean? And it's a shame because in theory, what they done was the people who did get off their backsides and do something about it, they've worn down so hard now, innit? You know what I mean? What are you doing now, people? Is anyone out there who used to shout on the streets? Anyone out there still got the fucking the energy to do it, right? Why everyone's still so fucking quiet, innit? Acting like tomorrow is still going to be the same as today, and even in that mental capacity, right, shows insanity. Because it's the best people. The worst things are getting, right? People are still holding on to, as long as it's all right today. What day is it that things are so bad that that's when, no, I can't do another day of this. Fuck, you better get used to it because you're the one who put us in it, innit? By doing nothing when you should have been doing something. Right? If you're waiting for a hero, expecting to see someone on your screen that's going to fucking save you, especially if they're calling themselves a poly trickster, mate. You know what I mean? If they're any part of the system, working for the system, if they're celebrity status in any way, shape or form, they're getting funded by any YouTubes, anything online, funded, right? They're never going to be your friend, people. Start learning fast. If you start following the wrong groups now, you're fucked. If you go down the wrong fucking path now, people, you are fucked, right? I'm going to say it clear. Most people are probably already fucked because of what they've done in 2021, right? But people make the wrong move now, they're fucked. I can guarantee you that, people, right? we are in a time now where suddenly, you know, we're close to that day, right? We're very, very, very fucking close to the day where there is no going back now. You've decided, innit? This is what you waited for, right? You let it get so bad. This is what did you expect to happen? You know, you watch crazy men time and time and time and time again cause wars throughout your life and ignored it, right? Decided it wasn't your job. It's your tricksters. That's what I pay them to do. I don't get involved in politics. You can't talk about politics, right? People know. God, why do you think that everyone knows that saying? Oh no, two things you should never talk about. What is it? Money and politics, right? Or religion and politics. Sorry, yeah, shouldn't debate those things, right? That's really what it means. Don't, you know? Soon someone mentions it, if they're not talking on your vibe, i.e., they're not saying, "Oh yeah, you know, oh, what religion are you? I'm Catholic." Oh shit. I got the way out. I got the saying, mate. I got the saying. Yeah, well, you know, I'm Muslim, but don't talk about religion. You know, it's all yeah. No, fair enough, mate. Anyway, I don't care. You know, you know what I mean? That sort of shit, innit? But if you talked about religion, you wouldn't be it, right? You wouldn't choose it. You never chose it, more than likely. Even if you picked it up at fucking 21, right? You probably never actually chose it, even though in your own mind you probably think you did, right? Just got in a crowd more than likely you liked, or you got so desperate with life you run into one of the institutions, and but people have to decide what they're giving up, man. And I think that's the biggest selfish thing that's going on in the world right now, is people don't want to give anything up. I mean, they don't want to give their phones up, people, right? They're desperately hanging on to every all the shit. Their phone is a big one, right? They won't even give that up, right? They're so scared to give any of their shit up. They won't turn their tellies off or their internets. What are they giving up, people, right? Can't see by throwing all of that shit in the bin, right? Turning around to their councils now and saying, "Oi, fuck off." Start talking to their neighbours, right? Start deciding what their neighbours want. How do you see our clothes? How do you see our road, right? What could we do to make it great, where we can all enjoy it, right? We'll close it off. We'll put private road on it, right? Private fucking road, right? We'll decide, yeah, no, hey, fuck you, council. I'll tell you what, we've decided, stick your fucking money, your rent, your fucking shit, whatever it is we're paying you each fucking month. Stick that up your fucking ass. It's a private road now. We're dealing with our own shit. Thank you very fucking much, innit? Imagine the amount of energy that one road or close could form with their food waste, right? How much energy just they could make for their, you know, you got 50 houses, right? How much energy can you make just out of their food waste? Everyone would certainly be keeping it and fucking putting it on the pile then, wouldn't they? You test it, right? Test it. You go, right, how much is everyone paying council tax, right? Right, let's put all that into a pot of us neighbours, right? And then we'll see what we can do with it. Right? Oh my God, can you imagine the change in every street? Within the first payment, isn't it? Imagine first payment. I mean, how much is council taxes? I ain't got a clue, but you know, if you had 100 houses straight away, that road would look better immediately, wouldn't it? And then all the people in that area now are supportive of each other, right? And hopefully you're paying people, so it's all the cash, you're giving cash, right? And then you're using it as best you can, right? Paying the people who live in the houses that are paid into it to do the jobs that you've all decided you want to, you want to turn that road or close into it. Fucking amazing, isn't it, mate, people? So wasted, man. Humanity has lost its way, man. And it's these fucking dirty machines, this digital world we're living in, right? Dig it all. Dig. They're digging up the fucking world, mate. They're fucking just throwing it in your faces with their language. They're making you all be less each other. If you can't fuck, I mean, just I go on about it all the time, as people know, because I think people still need to hear it. I mean, talking about just that simple word should get people to fucking snap out of it, right? Whoa, wait a minute. Why am I telling everyone to be less themselves? Where does that come from? Oh my God, that fucking Great Vatican, innit? With the big snake. The big snake is, oh my God, where else do I see the snake? Oh, all over the ambulances. Oh my God, why is there snakes all over the ambulances? Why does the six matter so much? Could that be like a snake eating itself, or is it SIX? Is it when you mirror it, it's two snakes either side of 9/11? Oh my God, the six! It's all about snakes. It's all about venom. Oh shit! What are we doing, people? Better start waking up, huh? You know, like, yeah. Just the language, man. You know, the words they say. I mean, you pointed it out in 2020. I thought they were the most best things to say, right? Was to point them simple things out to people, get them thinking. But I don't honestly think it worked, right? I don't know. You know, you can never tell. You can never tell, can you? When you're running around shopping centres, fucking just shouting it all out in a telephone, you never know how many people did think about it. But just the straight in your face shit, right? The virus, the 6RS, the 2 meters, 6 foot apart, 666, the wall of six, right? The just six is all over the fucker, right? Just oh man, just still just fucking blows my mind. I mean, sorry, not 9/11. That it was kind of when you think about it. It was definitely, and the 6 years later, they're telling you about it now, telling you the truth. Well, you know, be careful with what you think is the truth. But they're certainly telling you it wasn't for your well-being. They were telling you it was for your health. But now they're telling you it definitely wasn't. So that's good, I suppose, when you think about it. It wasn't for your health. But yeah, I'm still shocked. 6 years later, still in shock, right? And people still think like something so huge and so disgusting should just be forgotten about. Just be like, oh, you should just get over it. It's very much an attitude, people. So the people who it somehow didn't affect, right? The ones who will tell you how actually it was a really positive thing because I got to spend more time with my family, and the sun was out, and I got paid loads of money, and didn't have to go to work. It's nice to have a break, and yeah, I didn't mind just going on a walk for an hour a day, and yeah, and yeah, it's really good. I mean, are they still saying that today? Are they still telling you how great it was? Were they terrorizing those who were screaming at them to stop doing it? Don't think so, right? Don't think they're so positive today about it. I get the feeling they're very unpositive about it today. Thinking most of them are probably looking back going, oh, actually, what stood up? If it wasn't all about me, and I'd actually thought about things and listened to those with a sane mind, I wouldn't have stuck those fucking things in my arms, which you now fucking seem to be a fucking death. You think have they used the English language again to just laugh in our faces with the 44, obviously the double D, always the number 44, the double D is always dead, whichever. And then you've got all the deaf people dying, right? The ones who couldn't hear, the ones that wouldn't listen, right? Because I still think there was enough sane people out there shouting or even talking to their families, even if it, they weren't shouting in, but trying to tell their friends and families not to do it. And hoping that one of them, maybe who was a bit more outspoken or something, would then ring the alarm bells, as it were, in it. But you think how loud could you shout in it? Because trust me, I always wanted to shout as loud as I could, but everyone's got their limits. I was surprised there wasn't people with money putting a lot more money in, especially like local, man. I'd love to, I was broke, fuck, mate. You know what I mean? They literally tried to fucking starve me, didn't they, at one point? But if I'd had any kind of actual money at that point, I'd have definitely made up flyers and stuck them through every fucking door. I had to use a bin and write on it and put it around the local shops, innit? And just fucking speak every time I was out as loud as I could on a fucking phone, looking like a fucking nutcase, innit? It's funny. I like if I see someone walking towards me on the street, like literally, that's how bad I was on it. I like literally, I just pick up. I go, oh, someone's there. Be like, hello, all right, mate. Oh yeah, it's terrible. Fucking can't believe they're all wearing muzzles. People coming towards me in muzzles or whatever. Like anyone. Fucking, I was on the phone, man. And it's funny because, of course, I still had like one of them, what I've got now, still fucking little Nokia, fucking, old styly phones in it. So I also like the fact that surely they can see that, they're going to work out at some point as well. Why is that bloke who's fucking the same man also got a fucking a smartphone? Like I've literally got the smartphone, but it's not called the smartphone. It's called the out of date phone, mate. And the smartphone is a dumb phone. Like, get rid of the smartphone, people. I'm going to fucking shout it out. Like, if anyone wants to shout anything right now for people to protect themselves, and if they want to change and stop this government crap, get rid of fucking smartphones. First thing, everyone's got to unsubscribe. Go out, get your fucking Labara SIM card, buy a fucking one of these phones, 10 quid, mate. Right, you got your phones, you got your text. Yeah, you have to work a bit harder with your text. You got to go ABC, or you know what I mean, or you can't look at your screen and see fucking everything. You know what I mean? And it'll do your eyes good because you won't be looking at your screen all the time. And I suggest try and keep your fucking text to a minimum too. Try and if you really need something from someone or want to speak to somebody, speak to them. Fucking texts. They drive me fucking nuts, man. Fucking hate it. And I know how bad it is for your eyes. And if anything, like people out there now, especially of age, should be doing that and telling their kids, innit, no matter what age. Protect your kids' eyes too, innit? Obviously, these laptops, all of that, ideally, innit? Everyone reads from these things now. You're having trouble because you buy anything you want to cook. They make it so small. It's all purpose. How eye tests and eye fucking things, opticians have like all of a sudden become a corporation, right? Things people miss, right? Because they're so like buzzed in. But, you know, everyone's eyesight. How many fucking specs are they selling today? Innit? Fuck your eyesight, mate. Money, money, money. Get them reading smaller and smaller and smaller text, squinting. Some of that shit I can't even. I put glass on and fucking have a magnifying glass and have trouble fucking reading it. So fucking tiny now. And people think, oh no, they're just doing it to save on. But yeah, of course they're doing it to save. But what a great way as well. They're not going to argue, is there? You know what I mean? You ain't got your health people fucking out there shouting, oh, the text has to be massive so we can all actually fucking read it because it's really bad for your eyes. No, they're making money, 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 mate. They just got us into this habit of texting now, right? There's no feeling as well in a text. So again, you know, the conversations you might have once had, ideally face to face, but you know, but with a voice, it's closer than a fucking text, isn't it? But you'd have felt, you know, felt emotions through the voice, right? Now, none of that, mate. Just cold-hearted text, mate. You know, text should be, I'll be there in 20 minutes. I'm at a restaurant. Do you want me to get you anything? You know, just simple shit like that. Fucking conversations. Oh, come on, people. You know, part and parcel of people being able to have the nerve and bother going to work every day and was the social aspect, right? Now you see how many places don't have any social aspect, right? They're turning these corporations into like fucking, you know, your classroom with your strict teacher. Everyone, oh, this is what is expected. You sit at your desk and you just work, and the boss sometimes walks around and or don't get caught talking, or you know. Now, you know, even people who do jobs that part and parcel of that job was because they love socializing. Now, so many of that work is now done over, you know, internets on screens, you know, meetings and all of that. Often now, you just sitting on your screen. Everyone acts like it's so good. Oh, look at this. I'm so lucky I can work from home. Or, like, but they're losing that interaction, that socializing, right? You look at factories back in the day. You can imagine being a factory worker, but people done it for years and years and years, and it's because of the social life. Right? And you look at what you made sure they had, right? So they would give them these bigger breaks, right? So they could socialise. They would have a bar, often quite a lot, where they've got their own facility to serve alcohol and shit, right? Cheap like meals. Whoa, look at this, nice. And back in the day, of course, they would have been like proper full-on meals, nice food and shit. Look at that. Look at your company. Look how lucky you are to work for these, right? You keep fucking turning that wheel every day, mate. Fucking subsidised canteen. You have a great meal at lunch. You sit there, you got an hour and a half, hour and a half. Look at us. You're so lucky, hour and a half. You got fucking have it, yeah. Company respects you. Look at that. That's what we'll say. Look, yeah, there you go. And I think they'd have started, there's quite a lot of them, probably 9, finish at 3, 4, innit? We'll start them early and fucking finish them early, so they feel like they've got the afternoon, innit? Oh, look at this. We're not going to take your whole day. Look, if we start you, you'll be happy at 2 o'clock to be out in the sunshine. So industries build on on the kind of salaries as well they want to pay the people in it. So obviously, like they'll go, oh, if I build my company here, their houses up here are much cheaper, so I don't have to pay them as much, but I can pay them more, a little bit more than they expect, but a lot less than I'll have to pay the ones down south in it. I wanted to do my factory there, mate, and then they'll be happy because they're getting a bit more, but really for the work they do, cheap, innit? And look at the housing, man. How much does it cost? How much is people paying rent for the workers I need, innit? And if you're a bank, of course, you go City of London, innit? Want the people who love the money. We've got the money, want the money, need the money, the big money. If you're willing to sit in the banker's chair, mate, we'll pay ya. Just shut the fuck up. It's a club, mate. Join the club, mate. You become a banker, you join the club, mate. You get paid well, you get paid well, man. There's a lot of benefits to being a banker, people. And depending how fucking trustworthy you become, shut the fuck up. And are happy to take, right? The more you'll get. Imagine, come on, everybody, let's go and apply and become a banker, mate. Oh, there is one thing, by the way, just to let you know. Does come at a price. It's called your soul. So just before you run in there, mate, I'm just telling you, all right? Yeah, you go. Imagine next 20 years, maybe, if life was carrying on like this, but you might even be safe. If you become a banker, you might even be safe, mate. They might go, oh, I like him. Yeah, we won't knock him off. He's part of the crew. Yeah, give him. They might, but you're still going to lose your soul. Same with so many professions today, of course. How many people sold their soul in 2020 through just doing their job? You know, was there plenty of nurses? Was there plenty of doctors? Were there plenty of police, men and women? Solicitors? How many of them are selling their soul right now? And judges? Unfortunately, you don't save your soul, people, by saying, but I was just doing my job. Or by saying, they told me to do it. They said it was okay. That isn't a pass. You know that, right? You don't get away with doing dirty shit and blaming someone else, right? And it's raining now, people, right? I watched them spray the sky. Beautiful day. They gave you the day, though, kind of, didn't they, right? They gave it to you. And then they just blatantly, in front of everybody, no fucks given with what's going on in today's world now, the fucking awakening, isn't it? They just blasted the whole sky up in white, right, while everyone was out enjoying the fucking sun. All of a sudden, the white sun just disappeared. They sprayed the fuck. They were spraying, and they had this fucking white fucking boom. Now it's pissing it down. Look. It's gone from, funny enough, July, August, right? Beautiful, mate. To, oh, look, October. Predicted it earlier, quite early. And here we are. But let's pretend that's another conspiracy theorist. You know what I mean? Let's just go along with that one like everything else, eh? And then we just get on watch the old football, mate. Watch the old football, drink beer, just say, yeah, life's good. I'll go back to watch a Netflix series. Yeah, man, Netflix series tonight. I'll get a couple of cans on the way home. Oh, life's great. Like, fuck way, innit? Anyway, I'm going to come over. I don't know. I'm just chatting it. Hello again, Snot Chops. Caught yo all. Good. Alison Peter. Hey, Peter. He's on one. Ignoring chat again. Take a shot every time he says fuck. Oh. Oh, dear. You fucking must be wrecked by now, isn't it? You must be wrecked by now. Yeah, I got a little jib in it. You know me, I let it all out when I have a jib, man. I go like fucking bull. There's my neighbour, like he said to me the other day about it, and then I thought he'd forgot me again because he'd said it before. He's going to get me one. Never saw it, and I was like, all right. And then he asked me. He come and asked me, oh yeah, I forgot. Do you still want me to get you jib and that? And he actually gave me a bit, didn't he? A couple of joints worth. So I thought, good. He goes, it'll be a couple of days. And that's Tuesday, so I thought, oh, it's not coming then. And then not today. Do you still want that gear? I was like, yeah, all right, it'll be about an hour. I was like, sound. Yeah, there you go. I was like, ah, mate, give me a fucking jibber, innit? Give me a jibber, man. And 20 quid, I mean, it's, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, it feels like it's small for 20 quid, but even if it is only one night's worth, I'd still like, just rather than pay 50 at the moment. And I feel like ideally I want that exact half. So I feel like 3.5 grand, but this seems, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know. we'll see. But there's still, I don't know. I expect 3.5 grams to last me 3, maybe 4 days, isn't it? I can't see this happening with this, but I figure like it'd be nice for quantity rather than keep getting a fucking 7, which I think I have to get. I don't know if he does the other soap. But I feel like when I go all the way to fit, I might as well just get, but I feel like the break in between, because if once it's gone, it doesn't matter whether it's 3.5 or 7. You know what I mean? I smoke it till it's gone, like I always do, from fucking day to night. And the second I get it, just like a fucking hog, man. But I got a feeling this ain't gonna last more than today and tomorrow. But we'll see. I might be wrong. But if that's the case, still to me, okay, convenient, 20 quids. Maybe it's free. We'll see. But so I'm happy. I'm happy about it. You know what I mean? And it's nice. It's nice, mellow kind of gear. So I'm happy about that too. And the geezer I'm getting it off is awake. You know what I mean? Like, didn't take jibs. Awake. So that was good. Made me, there you go, good news. Good news, I got a jib. Right, Alice, there you go. Fucking hell, mate. What are you moaning about? You got a jib. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Just moan for like a fucking hour, you cunt. Yeah, I know. Yeah, now it's out, isn't it? Fucking done it. Boom. Right. If you didn't hear that, tough shit, innit? Fucking sick as fucking having to say it. I'm putting the fucking kettle on and then I'll read some more comments if you're fucking saying anything today. You know what I mean? So I think like all the royals, every single royal in the world, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, it depends, you know, it depends how far afield, but certainly I'd go with that lot. Are all related, right? I'd say the Trump fucking Gestapo is going to be related as well, right? Maybe even down to every main man on stage right now within the political theatre, right? But I'd say like probably to the point heavily where it's literally blood related, right? Where the bloodline is covering all of these people under a house, which would probably be a family maybe called Haus, Haus, I think is one, isn't it? But I don't think they're, you know, I think they've been spawned to be that way from whoever's controlling them. The trained monkeys are training the monkeys. wouldn't surprise me. It's horse. It's like they assume that every bit of land is theirs, so is every house, right? And we call it our house, our horse. Our horse. And they get the privilege, right? They get all the privileges, people, right? This family, they get all the privileges, right? Just carry on doing what you're doing, and you'll get all the privileges, right? And how many and if you think that government is the Roman Empire, right? If you know that government is the Roman Empire, right? You might just say it's the Roman Empire on steroids, but what did you think the Roman Empire was doing on the history they tell us, right? So but then you think how many generations of fucking inbreeding all the way back to Roman times is what I'm saying. If you're inbreeding all the way back to Roman times, and if you want to go on with the before that, maybe even to Egyptian times, right? And they're inbreeding throughout that period. You see it through history as well. I mean, for example, if you put in, the Rothschild, you'll find that the Rothschild straight away, they're just straight out in the open about how their cousins married their cousins. And really, when you think about it, so was like Princess Diana, for example, Princess Charles's cousin. If yeah, not really, I don't know. I kind of get the feeling that they're both actors and actresses. They probably didn't even fuck at all, innit? Just there for parade. But more than likely, the one he's with then is probably his auntie. You know what I mean? Probably the one he's with, the one he's like is she's elder, isn't she? He's probably like thinking, seeing her grow in his family, and was all about like wanting to be with her, and she's like, all right, yeah, I'll be queen. Well, yeah, we live in a very fucking messed up system, people. And like, it just amazes me that people won't fight back. They'll fight each other all day long. They'll kill each other. They'll blame each other, but they won't fight the cunts that are doing it to us all. And there ain't no bigger army than us, people, right? There ain't no bigger army than us. And when everyone takes off their uniforms and throws them in the fucking bin where they belong, right, and just become us again, maybe we'll go and do something about it, eh? But as long as they're tied to that uniform, mate, they're always going to batter us. So what side are they on? They're on their side, right? They're not on our side until they throw away their fucking costumes, right? Get back to being us. But How many do you think are going to stand, people? How long do you think? Do you think the fucking the floods, the bombs, the weather modification, the fucking electric fucking weaponry they've got all around us will take us out before the people rise? Before they rise with honor, though, right? They gotta rise with honor, man. They gotta rise as a people. And they gotta know why they're rising and who they're rising against. And then maybe mankind becomes alive again, innit? Comes out of the dead into the living. Like, that show of Jesus going into the light, innit? It's like they're coming out of the dead world, right? And into the living. Where they all, they wake up, the fucking bright sun in their eyes. Whoa, lovely day. It's all got calm. The water's got calm, right? Not shaking about. Can't believe it's raining though. It's got fucking cold as well. Like, the temperature's just gone out the window, isn't it, mate? Fuck me. Talk about, like, tell the children what time they're allowed out to today, innit? Yeah, all the shows are going on. Woo, look at this. It's Sandy bank holiday weekend. Woo, look at this sunny day. But we want you all home by 7, mate. So, we're going to shut the sky off. Sky closes at 7. All go home. Yeah, there you go. It's all tippity. You had a lovely day. Now get yourself in before you get wet, you cunts. I know you were thinking about going and sitting outside a pub on the way home and having a drink and, enjoying yourself, maybe even eating there. But yeah, that's out the window now. Off you fucking get home, cunts. Innit? Like, exactly what's happening, man. What are they going to give them tomorrow, do you reckon? I feel like the way they were spraying it tomorrow, just all of a sudden, look, we had our few hours. Should be happy. And then Sunday and Monday, just fucking horrible, right? Probably blow a fucking gust of fucking wind like they keep doing, just fucking blasting us with wind. We'd piss it down all tomorrow and Monday, so everyone goes back to work going, oh yeah, and just remembers Saturday, and everyone at work's talking about the few hours they had on Saturday where they enjoyed the weekend. There you go, people, mate. They're controlling people's actions with the weather, whilst shutting down the sun whenever they want, right? Natural vitamin D, closing it off, stopping crops from growing. Fucking hell, mate. And then spraying chemicals, and everyone still shut the fuck up about that. Like, literally spraying chemicals on your children, mate, and your grandchildren. They're breathing it in. And whilst they're telling you we're killing the environment and all this shit, right? I mean, for fuck's sake, people. Fucking mental. Like, that's the most astonishing thing. You never expected, you never realized how absolutely insane the majority of people really are. And once upon a time, you just kind of look back and feel like, how insane was I, right? And I think sometimes you had to be in it. How would you know, right? If you hadn't been insane at some point where you believed, obviously you're brought up as a child, you put into a fucking nursery, then you go into a fucking a junior school or something, in it, or it's infants, in it, infants. Going to an infant school and it's all like, it's so exciting because everything about your school at that age is playtime. You got 24/7 somebody giving you attention, right? And you're playing with other little babies your age, innit? So school in your mind immediately becomes a thing you agree and love, right? You like. They want you to like school when you're a baby, mate. Right? And then as you get older, right? The fucking all of a sudden, it's exciting to go to junior school, isn't it? Like you feel like you're out. They make you feel like, oh yes, infants, or you're learning. It's quite laid back in it. You're learning. You're reading books. Quite like the old fucking laid bird books, mate. You can sit through this, 8 hours a day. They're fucking grooming you to sit in a classroom 8 hours a day and keep the fuck quiet, mate. With their happy little fucking ladybird books and games and teaching you to spell and write. There you go, Jay. It's like, oh, look, well done. Do a small J. Go on, yeah. How far can you get on your ABCs? Oh, yeah, I get to E. Oh, you're doing so well, Marky. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Have a gold star. Look, mummy. Look. I got gold star at school. Well done. Oh, we'll get you a calf to say well done. They're fucking, you're being groomed to fuck, mate. Then you walk out of there, fucking hell, you're fucking, whoa. I'm used to giving up my whole day and sitting in a place, right? Getting up in the morning, eating me breakfast, getting washed, showered, whatever. Fucking having to rush out the door, checking me watch, being in a bit of a stress because I'm late and I'm going to get told off by the teacher, by the manager, by the teacher, by the manager, innit? Just grooming you your whole life, innit, man? With empty promises of happiness. And just wearing you down until they figure, well, all right, can't wear him down anymore, but he's only got another few years left in him. Cunt. You know what I mean? Now they don't even care about that, do they? They're like, you know what I mean? Fuck it. Oi, boys. Yeah, you can stop working at 70, you cunt. All right? Start at 16. Unless you go to college, cunt. And you can finish when you're 70, you can't. And then all that little bit of money that you can't, we promised you, a few £100 a month, mate. We're going to have to tax that now as well, by the way. Cunt. And all the old people, the wise people allegedly all just allow that, right? They allow their pensions now to be taxed. No problem, mate. Of course, I've never heard one who didn't grumble about it. But I'm not the tax man, mate. It's no good grumbling to me, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah. I'd be well fucked off if I'd worked my whole life, paid fucking taxes from every wage I'd got for 54 years, maybe, right? I mean, back then, maybe even more, innit? Let's say 54 years, right, of paying taxes to you every week, every month, even at Christmas, you cunts, right? And then the little bit I get at the end of it, you're gonna fucking take more. You cunts, you know what I mean? What? Are you off your trolley, mate? I'm fucking, you know what I mean? I'm old. Probably gonna get like up things that I need because fucking things stop working because I worked all my life, didn't I? Paying you. You know what I mean? So it'd be nice to have a holiday and get out, enjoy myself now, wouldn't it? Go overseas, enjoy, the good life. I've just fucking done 54 years, isn't it, mate? How are you? I'm more than likely only going to be walking down the shops every day just to get the fuck out of the house. You know what I mean, people? Now they don't even want them doing that, do they? They want to make sure they're only walking down the shops every 5 days, mate, because as much as you used to make an effort and get your newspaper right, you can't afford the newspaper now. You can only afford it 2 times a week, mate. Which is good. You know what I mean? It's, hopefully they can't afford the newspaper. So that ain't obviously doing them no good, is it? Wise people need to start fucking shouting their fucking heads off instead of acting like, at a certain age, I just act weak and stupid, and all the young people, the kids will come round, and they'll start taking care of me. Different world now, people, isn't it? You live in a world now where I don't think parenting ends. We're in an era where the child is always reliant on the parent, I think, right? A little slip, a divorce, a split up in the house, where they run into it. Someone's moving out normally, innit? Where they going first? Or is now so many not even going back to their parents first because the bonds are already fucking broken, innit? It's a sick world, man. But nobody will look in the mirror and blame themselves, and nobody will or point to the real people that are doing it. They'll all bunch up in stupid little groups of the religions that the disgusting people that are doing this made up, and control them with. They got to snip. There's no point in snapping out of a little bit of the hypnosis, right? Humanity needs to mankind. Well, let's call them what they are, right? Humanity needs to snap out of all of it. You know what I mean? They've got to snap the fuck out of and be very clear. You are under hypnosis, 100%. Right? Everything you're running your whole life on is under hypnosis, right? And so therefore you better click out of all of it, right? You better not start thinking, oh well, they lied to me about what the law was. Oh, I'm going to go to my church and bow down to Jesus and say, oh, they're naughty. No, man, you better snap out of all of it. Oh God help us! Like what? Oh, mate. But yeah, I like, you know, anyone who knows me, I'm just going to tell it how it is, people. You know what I mean? I ain't going to I don't give a fuck about whether you get people who are going to comment on this later telling me I'm a crazy. But it's funny that I don't get that near as much as once upon a time. And you know, it's really funny that the evil people with the evil comments have all quietened down. Like, oh dear, I wonder why. But yeah, if people out there still ain't listening, man, but you know, and I know they're not, because I do interact every now and then with people, and you know what I'm talking about, or, you know, I'm trying at some point. And I ask them straight questions like, can, you know, are people at your workplace talking about COVID being a lie? And the response to just that question makes me like puke almost. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, really? This is like what people are like regards finding out COVID was a lie. Like, because apparently nobody's talking about that. And you ask them, well, what do they talk about then? Well, I don't need to. And you get all these weird answers to divert. And you think, is that one or is that them all? And you kind of figure on one, you're probably looking at all, isn't it? And I don't see, I'm not seeing anyone like approach me really and talking, like, you know what I mean? It's just weird, just so fucking weird. I'm finding it like, you know, it's weird in 2020, in 2021, obviously. I mean, it's fucking off the scale weird, but it hasn't changed, right? The people aren't getting better. You wonder, right, if they're going to play it. I think that, you know, they might play their biggest crack yet, right? And maybe that's part and parcel. Now we'll really see the divide, right? You think if they play, for example, the avian flu, right? They go hard on the avian flu. You're really going to have a lot of people that ain't going to bow down this time. You're going to see a lot more faces without a fucking muzzle on it, right? And then if you break it down to maybe one society, one part of society, right? So a religious sector, maybe, where you put something in that sector and made sure a load of people suffered and died. So you had one sector that going, yeah, it's fucking real. We got fucking, you know, everyone in that sector seems to know loads of people are dying within it. And you got all the unmuzzled on the other sector to start a fucking, you know what I mean, a war, a civil war. So it might be a civil war between those, you know, it'd be like when we were at school, where you wore a top if you was on one side and you went skins if you was on the other, right? It'd be like that for your face. Two sides, right? The muzzled and the unmuzzled. And maybe they'll even spray something in the fucking air that the unmuzzled will get, right? But then, let's face it, people. Those face nappy things everyone was wearing weren't stopping shit, was it? I mean, oh, like some people wore one of them all day, people. You know what I mean? Imagine how, oh, it's just so, mate. I mean, that in itself, just looking at people, knowing how dirty and disgusting the other side, what they're rubbing against their mouths and their, that just in itself made me sick, innit? Just the thought of, oh, I'll just keep it on. I don't want to see what's under there. It's been 3 months now you've been wearing that, you can't. You know what I mean? Oh, Can't imagine now your lips and fucking mouth are looking now, mate. All that drizzle and dirt and oh man. Drips of fucking, these cunts wearing it. I think that's probably why they wanted them wearing it over their nose as well, isn't it? So all their fucking snots are just dropping into their thing. Oh, so fucking awful, man. So awful. Yeah, if they're spraying you, mate, you know what I mean? If they're going, all right, now we're really going to put something in the air so those people fucking die. I'm not wearing a muzzle anyway. You know what I mean? I never muzzling me, mate. It'd be like laying down my sword, man, and putting a muzzle on. Like, it'd be really, like, significant to me. I'd never fucking forgive myself. Fucking dirty things. They make me so sick, them fucking muzzles. Oh, fuck. There's loads of fucking chat. Why didn't you all shut up? Fucking hell, man. I thought he was quiet on the chat, so I thought it was alright just to crack on. Innit? Man. Man, I can't believe how much you fucking lot start talking. You got to stop having conversations, people, innit? While I'm chatting, because it's really hard to, like, they should have an individual conversation box in it. So you know what's like, what people want you to read, and they're just, I suppose a lot of it's worth it, but it's hard to differentiate in it. Feel like you're kind of listening in on someone's convo sometimes, isn't it? You know what I mean? Okay. All presidents are related. Are they related to Rothschilds? Yeah, 100. I mean, yeah, 100. I can't remember how, but yeah, definitely. I think it all comes under the Sachs covert coffers, I think. And it all goes back to fucking all, you know. But yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, let's face it doesn't matter. They're just people, no matter whether they're fucking related or not. Innit? Just makes, you know. And you think generations of just being mind controlled directly by the forces that are really controlling everything, right? Can you blame them? Can you turn around and say, right, yeah, whatever, you know, if you haven't walked in another man's shoes, kind of thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, I look at it that way sometimes. I feel like if you had like hundreds, thousands of generations, you're just there, and then from a baby, this is the way you're brought up to be a fucking absolute animal to society, right? I mean, you'd have to put them in a cage, wouldn't you? But I don't think, like, I never go down the route of murder or killing, because I don't think it's humanity's job to judge in that way, right? Nature decides when something comes and something goes. As soon as man starts to interrupt that, he fucks with nature, innit? But you make sure that these people, don't go near fucking anyone ever again, man. And probably, we're gonna have to maybe fuck with nature a little bit for the good of all life, right? I think that's a fair way to fuck with nature, right? And especially if you're cutting off something that's unnatural, right? And you'd probably have to go, yeah, you know, like, oh, sorry, you all live together, you'll be happy until you all die, you know, but you're locked in your own 15-minute city, mate, and you're getting castrated, right? There you go. And you haven't harmed anyone, right? You haven't been party to that. You just sorted it out with intelligence. And, you know, they'll all get on with each other, or they better, because they ain't going to have anyone else to interfere with. And they can build their own fucking houses. They can fucking grow their own crops. Shut off to the rest of the people, innit? And then you could form the same kind of thing, but quite quickly, within a generation or two, I'd imagine. I'd say one generation of mankind. You wouldn't need jails or places to put people, because people would, families would come together and deal with any problems like men should. And quite quickly, people would start bringing their sons and daughters up properly, and they'd be bringing them up, and it'd all be about the family name, because they'd all start to see, in order to survive in this world, you better look after your fucking family name, mate. You better get all of your family to make sure that your family name is always respected. For good reasons. People will soon learn, man, that respect for fucking what would you call it? Beef. I don't know, like that kind of overwhelming powers, right? Where people think they can use their might to decide what they, rather than their brain. That people who soon won't tolerate that shit, man. The bullies will all be put down, and everyone will soon, within a generation, people will quieten down and want to bring their families up and fucking, not be one of them fucking dirty bastards. Well, the other families are now like, wait, yeah, I ain't making that dirty bastard no tomatoes. He ain't coming, like, just outcasting it. And you outcast these fuckers quick as soon as you see them, man. And that's it. Your family name's getting tainted, mate. Maybe the next generation, maybe your kids are going to learn from it, right? And I guess to what point people in the community would also decide themselves. If they had really nice kids and with fucking hell, this bloke's a riot, this fucking family are total fucking disgraces. They'd fucking go, right, off you go, yeah, and there's no way we're gonna let you infect these children with what you've got. You know what I mean? Take the fucking, see you later, you cunts. But it'd have to be you'd use Sanny, wouldn't you? What are they doing in it? What have they done so bad that you're going to take, the people decide to take someone's children because they're fucked if they get brought up by that type. It'd be up to the people to look after the people. And if people always say that, right, it's up to the people just to look after the people, right? No fucking ifs, buts, fucking different colours, different fucking whatevers, right? It's just the people looking after the people. and everyone trying to just be that family that everyone knows they can rely on, that's out to fucking hope that it's not about their family. They're not interested in their family being happy if all the other families are sad, right? Don't want to be in this place and come down to the local club and everyone else is sad and me go, woo, yeah, great day today, boys, woo. Well, they're all like, oh, I hate life. No, I want everyone to be down and go, hey, great day today, boys. Right? All of us cheery, getting ready for some lovely music and a knees up and a smile and a dance together, innit, boys? Right? Have a bite. Whee. On come the ladies. Whee. Right? All the ladies are happy too. Look, boys, all the ladies are happy. Whee. Everyone's fucking happy. Wow, this is amazing. Ah, let's go back to government where we're all fucking sad. We don't dance and we don't. We just watch telly. Fuck it. Don't know why I went on one then. Whatever I read, it's your fault. Okay, yeah. Started with the Rothschilds. Boys looks like Churchill. Yeah, Churchill. Bill Gates, innit? You know what I mean? Bill Gates is straight in your fucking face. But Boris is part tiny hat, Jewish, yup, as is Starmer. Starmer's wife too, and yet people think he hates Jays. What about Corbyn? See, I don't buy what Wikipedia will tell you. To me, they're just characters, right? And I'm pretty fucking sure they want to wipe the Jays off the earth. If you notice, they always play a game of the opposite, right? You notice Tommy Robinson, for example, is controlled by what men, businessmen might call themselves, and within the community they live might call themselves Muslims, right? That's who controls and funds a lot of Tommy's. You know, it certainly funded Tommy hating Islam, right? These people, they're not on your screens because they're bought into a religion, but their characters are going to be pushed down for people to believe they are whatever religion will get them to also believe that religion is, because a religion is a cult, and a cult is full of thousands and thousands, if it's a big cult, sometimes millions of us, right? And us, the average fucking Christian, if you're saying it's the Christians, right? The majority of Christians, they ain't got no idea right, about this big plan. So, you know what I mean? It's, I stay away from, religion itself is a stupid man's idea, right? And it's, you ask anyone, tell me one good thing that comes out of religion, they'll start trying to be this happy fucking, well, I don't do bad. Okay, but so you're saying if you wasn't called a Christian, you'd be doing like nasty shit to people? Well, no, I'm not saying that. Well, so it's not because you're a fucking religion person that apparently you think you're so nice, right? You know what I mean? And then you point out the bad things that come out of religion. And these really great, nice, all about, saving everyone type of people want to change the subject, right? I'm getting annoyed by this conversation now. It's been 20 seconds. Well, there are other good things out of religion. Well, what are they then? Well, Well, anyway, you just hate my religion. No, you always hate my religion. You know, like anyone recognise the type of conversations that you might have with one who's taken on the idea that they've they want to call themselves a religious title and be proud about it, tell everyone how great they are if they've chosen the same one, and maybe that's the other good thing. Well, a lot of strangers that take on the same cult, you know, I've become friends with because we're both in the same cult. Oh, okay. Wow, that's so just people you wouldn't have normally chose as your friend. In fact, some who you might have done, you kind of swayed a bit because you're a bit scared of their cult, and instead you chose just the ones that were in your cult. Well done. Woo to you. Now I see, yeah, religion's so good. Like, oh, so fucking, you know, a sane man who wanted a world of happiness would immediately run away from religion. Like, a sane man. But if people get offended, it just shows you how devilish religion is. There's not one I've seen where if you say something, a truth to about religion, especially if you pinpoint theirs or ask them something about theirs that goes against their beliefs, um, they automatically tend to get very demon-ish, where they you know get quite aggressive, and as much as they are so like all about, oh, I'm so like godly, yeah, so godly, look at me, I'm so great, they all of a sudden want to attack and hurt people, and they get angry. Quite often they turn red like a fucking devil, mate. And I'm not picking on any particular one, but I'm telling you, I could, you know, I'm the sort that goes out talking things that people get really offended by, right? And I tend to go, look, I'm going to ignore your offence and not get offended myself, but there is a limit to that, right? There is a limit to that when you're trying to educate someone with some facts so they can actually think about what they're calling themselves and why. You know, you can be straight with people, man. If people can't take straight talking, just shows what a childish baby mind they got, right? And you find that with the majority of people, I'm afraid. And it's, you know, and when you think about that, you're not waking up all the adults, right? You're not waking up all the adults. Imagine a world where all the adults are children. So you're waking up all of the children, right? How do the children react? Don't think about how the adults react. You think about what the children are doing now, right? They're all hiding behind their beds. They're all under their beds at the moment, hiding, right? All of them, and they're starting to peek out now, aren't they? You know, they're starting to peek out, and soon somebody's going to start walking up the stairs, and they're going to wake up and decide to make a run for it, right? Where are they going to run to, man? Some are going to jump out the window and fucking land on the concrete. And I guess some of us saw how fucking creepy the babysitter was and crept out the door before they even noticed. But yeah, fucking child minds, mate. I mean, 100% is. I don't give a fuck how many degrees. In fact, I think the more the education system, the more child mind you're likely to find. So the heavier the education system, the more, yeah, you know, the doctor and the whilst at work are turning into what is expected to look like, right? People in their professions now, they tend, especially in the corporate world, are taking on how, the lawyers and that. I mean, well, how do they dress, right? It's a dress code for everyone in the lineup of the career path, right? And of course, the more education they take in, the more they absorb. The more dress up they're going to get as well, really, isn't it? I think the whole point in the police school is, again, just to give a quick hit, so we need you to reach dress up costume, right? We need you to reach remember when you was a kid, mate, we sold it in Woolworths, mate, a little police, you could become a policeman. We even sold little toys where motorbikes, you remember, 3, 4, you wanted to be a policeman. Now come to school, police school. And then you get the costume. Look, it's a real one. Whoa, look. Oh, police car. Whoa. Little baby minds, mate. A lot of kids like playing war, didn't they, mate? You know what I mean? Or you remember, yeah, you had a little army. You remember? Oh, you loved playing war, didn't you? You and your little buddies out on the hill, put all tick down the park. You're playing war. Wow, you want to be a soldier? Oh, it's fun, isn't it? So fun. The psychology of shit like that the earlier you get a mind, the stronger you'll have it. Anyway, what about Corbyn? I don't know. What about Corbyn? Maybe not. Oh, yeah. Well, but I mean, they're all corrupt as fuck, man. People just need to start realizing that these people aren't anything what they think they are on their screens. I don't give a fuck how well they think they know the people and how often they watch them. Oh, I know, I watch him every week. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't know that anyone on these fucking screens, man. Stop listening to fucking speakers, innit? You know what I mean? Because it's funny that literally everything comes through speakers, right? Our whole world at the moment comes through speakers. Everything you're listening to is through your speaker, right? And you're absorbing just all that through whatever, and it's all theirs, isn't it? Whether you're watching whatever you think is innocent that you watch, fucking if it's corporate run, it certainly won't be, innit? When these BBC fucking producer people and all that choose what they're allowing, what they want on their shows, it's all manipulation of the mind. if it's cooking program, they'll be looking at how they can fuck with your mind whilst you're watching your cooking program, right? Whether it's just symbolism that you can't fucking, you never notice, innit? Or, but they'll always be fucking with you. And it's very important that people see the heaviness of that. Because, I mean, it is very heavy and it's on the population of the earth, mate. Just banging their heads constantly with these speakers. And then picture paints 1,000 words, mate. Starmer's wife too, and yet people think he hates Jays. Yeah, I the people in control. If the whole point in religion is to get people to hate on a word, and then decide that anyone who it's kind of like if you called yourself a Nazi back in the day, right, you would have been instantly hated, right, because the press had used that word and told you a whole load of people were it, and this is how disgusting they are. And so it's the same formula with religion, obviously. Any cult, and they ain't, these people fucking don't, you know, they sell us a cult. They don't love either of them. I guarantee you that. There's no way they're sitting there doing this shit, right? And it's all about one of those fucking books they're feeding people. You know, the Roman Empire, once you control the world, once you control each region, you control the fucking the teachings of everything within it, right? You know, you can mass market whatever religious idea you've got when you're fucking the bankers and you're building the buildings, you know what I mean? You can turn a community into a religious community that didn't know they were, just by simply putting up enough fucking buildings to give everyone the impression that this is what everyone in the area expects. But these people definitely follow astronomy. You know, they're all about the astronomy, the angles. You know, they know how to work. Obviously, they know they're not making fucking weather modification, right? They know exactly how the world fucking works, how it breathes. And it's supposed to be humans, you know, according to one probably truth they do tell, is it's mankind's mission to take care of the world, right? And we're not just watching it, but we're allowing them to use us to destroy it. They're just killing the world. And I think at a point where so many people are focused on just what they're doing to mankind, how they want to somehow entrap us into cages and kill us, I don't think really the big picture is they're killing the world, mate. And mankind, you'd think, would stand when they come to realize that they're literally killing the earth. It's not just us that are getting fucking done, mate. But fuck me, I mean, they're leaving it to the last minute. I mean, it really is like, must be like, it might already be over. People is really, they might be so blasé now. They're kind of, hey, if we've done it, we've already sprayed you enough now. Look, we've done our sums. That's what we're good at, mate. We're good at working out how long, how much coverage we need to do, where we need to do it, how we need to manipulate the weather and do all these things in order to fucking destroy the earth and every living thing on it. But you know what I mean? What we, I guess you've always got that that good in you that you've done something, right? And if you haven't done something, you better do it now, right? You know, I mean, that's best you're gonna have, isn't it? If that's the truth, if the whole world is destroyed already, you better do something to show that you cared, because you don't know for sure. So even if you're putting in a bit of effort to try and save it now, you'll be, you know, whatever goes on after with your soulmate, you might just go, all right, go on, you cunt. You was a bit late. You was a bit late to the party, but at least you came. Go on, you cunt. You know what I mean? Off you go. Yeah, you can go and you know what I mean, fly to a beautiful land. You know, it will be flying, man. Woo! I don't know. It'll be weird, wouldn't it? Just suddenly be a soul and you'd be flying. And all the other souls, you know, oh look, yay, I'm a soul too. Hey, how you doing? Are you a new soul? Yeah, wow, it's great being a soul, isn't it? Woo! I think that's what happens. It would just be in a world of souls, and we'd all just love being souls, just flying around, mate. But apparently, souls like music, so that's a good thing, isn't it? Maybe not Jewish Corbyn. I think David Cameron had nasty political ties. Are all the politicians connected to the Jewish mafia bloodwise? I know all presidents are related. I don't know, but they're all linked to tyranny. Yeah, yeah. I mean, most of these people who are on stages are just actors, right? But now we're certainly at the point, and how far that goes back, as far as each and every prime minister and president, king, queen, all that sort of shit. How far it actually goes back to where they are all, I don't know, probably quite a far back, believe it or not. If someone's standing as the controller of the people, as a politrickster, I would say certainly they're well connected, right? And they're well trusted to be allowed the podium, but I can't imagine. But like I say, if you've been, these people work on direct numbers. They're not building their family to whoever has loads of kids. Yeah, no, they're probably exact with a goal of spreading their family across a world over X amount of years. By having it, right, I'm going to have 3 sons and, blah, blah, blah. And with them fucking, I guarantee they can decide. That's probably why so many of them look like boys, because they're in fucking already know for fucking generations, maybe thousands of years, that if you take a aborted baby or and inject it, or take X amount of hormones and inject it, you can choose the sex of a child, right? So maybe they even know, some of them, the boys turn out girls, but have been so heavily injected with the thing, they will act like boys. And how many generations? I mean, we're going. I guarantee it's going back to Rome, and that's how they've expanded, and they've built their family out and out and out and out and out to control it all. Your family becomes the cult, And how deep within each country, right? How many do we want in England? Well, we need them to run the banks in London. A lot of banks, right? But still, they don't outnumber mankind. They just sit in all the highest seats and control mankind, mate. They call themselves our shepherds, and quite often they put their dogs on us. Also linked to eugenics, obviously. Totally grey sky here. Yeah, fucking unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable, man. Like, just blatant, just so blatant. Peter, who was Hitler's relatives? Not sure. I think he was from Australia, right? His cousin lived in Britain though and hated him. Switzerland. Ah, okay. I've heard of last appeal to reason from him. Apparently he didn't dislike UK. Not 100% sure. Well, I saw videos and I was quite convinced by them, but you can never tell, can you? But looking at it and all of this stuff, and sort of looking back at both of them, but I come to the conclusion that he might have gone on to play Hitler, and he was a priest. He played a radio priest, you know what I mean? On the radio before telly, right? As completely different characters, of course. But 100%, I mean, they are just actors, so it doesn't surprise me. I'm not saying 100%, I can't prove it, but I always say, these people are, bit of makeup, fucking, they they go on, they die, they love to fool you, especially, if you buy in telly and think it's real, think all the people on it are really who they say they are, and then read Wikipedia to confirm it. You know what I mean? It's fucked up, man. They've been doing this for fucking hundreds of years, like this kind of society program. I think you're going down to your head of councils, right, to where the bloodline's certainly there. Just brought up and groomed as a family member, and this is how we do things. And you're going to be this. You're like a third cousin or fifth cousin of the heavy bankers. You're taken care of, but you better do, as the family expects, and you're brought up in the schooling of the family, not in the normal schools. How far field do you think they've stretched, mate? And then of course they'll have a lot of their cousins and second cousins and third cousins working within just normal bank managers of your local branch, and then they grab their Freemasonic lodges just to get a load of us to become kind of where they think they're in the brotherhood, but they're far from brothers. They're very far down the line from brothers, and they're certainly not protected. with their talk of Mars so much, right? You wonder if somehow they haven't decided that, or somehow actually been able to work out how to get to Mars, and already realise that Mars is a far more nourishing place to live, and especially if they bring all of the resources from Earth, right? And they're all jetting off to Mars whilst they kill Earth and steal all of its resources to rehome themselves on Mars. Like, I just figure, like, how the fuck are they? Like, people always say, well, if they're spraying, surely they're spraying themselves. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'd imagine when they're spraying, they're probably making sure that, they're warning their family members, whether they're a fucking king or a fucking waitress down at fucking McDonald's, and they probably get the nod that, be out of this city or town or whatever, because this day, on this day and this day, if you live there, get the fuck out, go away for a week. Here's a fucking couple of plane tickets to fucking Barbados, you can't. And tell them, you're safe to come back on this day, mate, because the I don't know, but we don't see them. It's not like I live next door to them and see their daily lives, mate. You know what I mean? You don't even know who's real anymore, innit? They can simply fucking tell you Charles is on the screen. He might have died 20 years ago, innit? Fucking hell, you don't think they'd be able to get away with that, right? Whoever they're putting on the screen and telling you, you know what I mean? I'm sure lots of computer people these days, with all this software shit to make anyone on any screen do anything and say anything these days, isn't it? When you wouldn't tell the difference, mate. You wouldn't know. You think, oh yeah, he said that today. You don't really see like back in the day. Well, I don't think you do. I think front pages of newspapers and shit now is usually all about fucking political shit, right? I don't think you see, like, the old newspapers used to draw them in because it'd be like a celebrity story would be the front page where someone's seen out, and there's a story with it. Oh, look, here's Elton John gets out of his car to go to fucking buy a watch. Ooh, front page, right? I mean, it's like all these people on telly now, never see them out in it. There's never any, like, even on the internet, really. You think with everyone with cameras, they just constantly be like whoever the top stars are. People going, oh look, yeah, fucking Brad Pitt's in fucking McDonald's and I'm having a burger with him. Woo, but none of that, right? Where are all these people? Right? Where are they? Does anyone see these people off a screen? Where have they all gone, mate? It's not, back in the day in the 80s and stuff, I think there was a lot more of, where people would queue up, weren't it? There used to be photographers all over London just because somebody famous was having lunch at fucking some restaurant, innit? And they'll be like, oh, fucking celebrity, what are you doing down this road? So he's not answering questions. They have a load of men in black, couldn't they, all with their sunglasses on, pushing back the cameraman, getting him to his car, quick, get him, mate, you celebrity. Right? All the photographers want to take a picture and get a story. But no, there's none of that now, I don't think, mate. Certainly not as much, innit? Oh, any of the people on the fucking screen real? Well, they're just running their own, like, fucking, you know what I mean, completely. I don't know. I guess some of the characters they showed us, you know, probably been on streets, maybe like Boris Johnson, but yeah, don't know. Should imagine a lot of them are just made up now. I know all presidents, right? Fuck, I don't know. I've lost the place. I think we'll start from the bottom. Be easier. Okay, she pooped. She popped up with the auditing crew 4 years ago. Ignore her. Alice, we rebuke trespassers. That means no surrender. Okay. I'm good at holding letters, Frank. I have been holding my ground. Yeah. Yorkshire's brainwashed. Everywhere's brainwashed. Raise the curiosity and large. Yeah, but I got a fucking, yeah, kettle time, peeps. You just chat amongst yourselves. So I've got these so many fucking cards going on. Shit, man. Oh, mate. I'm so stoned. I'll tell you in a minute. Right, yeah, fuck. I'm talking about it raining, innit? Watching it rain, and luckily I looked out my window. Well, not that it matters now because it ain't fucking raining. And I forgot I had my car roof down. And my car, and I can see me. I didn't even think about the rain, but I just see like the hazard lights going off. When I get there, the fucking central locking is just going up and down when it wants. The hazard lights are going off. Couldn't turn them off. Couldn't get in my door first of all. Got all this water all over my seats and obviously down the hazard button. I'm like, oh no. So fucking I had to pull the battery, man. I had to pull the battery quick. Hopefully it'll just dry itself out. And yeah, it'll fucking nightmare. I was like, oh no, I forgot to fucking just forgot completely, people. I've got a nice soaking wet car. Fucking right. Oh, it started alright though, but 10 years ago, I was watching Andy Devine. He always spoke to paper being the court of record. He also always said, he who makes a claim carries the burden of truth. And that which one creates, one owns, children are property. Yes. Well, definitely, they turned all of us into the property of their corporation by simply getting us to confirm constantly that we are that corporate's property. And they purposely put us down all these avenues of registration. And another thing they bring in at school, of course, is to get us into the habit of registration. They register for everything now, isn't it? Can't just see a sign on the door saying doctor, right? And just knock on the door and go, hello, yeah, you're a doctor. Yeah, I got a fucking migraine. Ah, here you go, chappie. That'll be $2.99. Right, doctor. Now you got to register. You got to register, mate. Can't see a doctor. How could you expect somebody to help you out who really knows how to make you feel better, mate? If you don't register, don't be daft. Of course they can't help you if you're not registered. Goodness. It's funny, they sell it to them as the people's, isn't it? Oh, sorry, yeah, you're paying for it. But just, tax you, it's yours, It's a health system. Yay, it's yours. Whee, look at you. We just we'll get you to pay for it all. Plus, we'll then sell you all the drugs that we'll sell back to you all the drugs. You pay to build it, and then in order for us to make all of our money, we'll just make fucking loads and loads and loads of vials of drugs that cost us pennies to the pound and fucking serve you them. And we don't give a fuck. We'll make them to make sure that you feel like they're helping you. But mostly we'll add addictives. So perhaps even if they were good for you for a week or two, we can now crack you on and make you stay on them for a fucking lifetime, you cunt. And just keep you coming back for more and more and more. Yeah, see, the corporation you built with your money is now doing very well, and you're smiling, see? You know what I mean? You're patting yourself on the back on how great society has become. Look at this, all my tax. Yeah, I'm so proud of being this flag. We are the greatest people. It's amazing everyone's about to wake up, isn't it? But I mean, you're never going to. I mean, never. Well, I couldn't say, could I? Never in history. But certainly never in all of the history they've told us has there ever been such a thing as the great. I dare say they're calling it the Great Awakening. So you can see the Great Fire of London, the Great this, the Great that, in it. It's the Great Awakening, mate. Oh my God, what was so great about it? Wow, all the people fucking injected the snake venom inside themselves. They didn't even need the snake, didn't need to even crawl up on them. They just all fucking rolled their sleeves up for the snake. And guess what? What? A lot of them didn't just line up to the snake once. Imagine, mate. What the fuck? Some apparently got about 6. No fucking way. How poisonous do you want your poison, sir? Ah, go on. Oh, yeah, I'm a man. Give me fucking 6, boys. Look at this, everyone. 6 fucking doses of poison. Whee, I'm the champion. You know, what the fuck? When you think about the word vein, it's almost, it's so close, isn't it? I suppose if you maybe French on, it's like the 6 in, isn't it? The 6 in the vein. So close. Not the whole county. Trespass, the most important law word of all, folks. Yeah. That movie, Weapons, is hella dark, by the way. That is what is to come. Theft is a trespass, that is. Yeah, I think like anything's a trespass that is done upon you in somehow to bring your mood down. Right? To purposely bring your mood down is trespass. weapons turning jabbed into weapons. Could do. It's very worrying, really, isn't it, Peter? When you think about, like, nobody really knows the technology or the uses for them. We're living in a technological world that what they show us, as far as they show us, we are technologically advanced, is way over what anybody would have actually asked for or ever wanted or needed, right? And how what is the weapons company under secret files really able to make with these with this technology in it? And yeah, my betting is if they wanted to wipe whole countries now, seeming they're all being controlled by one force, the government, they could convince everybody just to line up and exactly like we saw. I mean, like I said, whatever they wanted from 2021, it wasn't a test run. They wasn't thinking, oh, let's see if they all line up and then we'll do the real one in 3 years. There's no way they were going to miss that opportunity. So that was a one-off chance to get that amount of people to line up and take the venom in it. And not only line up, but make loads of them believe that coming back for more was a good idea. And I don't know how many. And then you think about how everyone sat by and watched old people who would just plug them with no choice in it. And everyone just sat and clapped. So, I mean, that is the most devilish thing. They wasn't getting them to clap. When they're getting them to clap the NHS for mass murder, mate. I told you, fact, right? Fucking the funniest, just proper on it businessman who got away with being like his customer service was terrible, but he had the chat, right? And so he would always, no matter how angry he made one of his customers, he'd always end up like having to shake his hand and be his pal at the end, right? Like, and then this bloke, you can see why customers get wound the fuck up. But he was funny. He was a nice guy, right? But yeah, he just, I know, always rushing around and doing this and trying to do too much. And but he owned this plot. He owned this plot in where his garage was, and it's in right where they're doing all this. Like they've changed it all already. Funny enough, this garage is still going. Someone else, the mechanic opposite, sold his property for re-thingy, but this guy wouldn't sell his, right? So he was blocking their building shit, and it's still being blocked by the garage that's still there right now. But this guy, the one who owned the garage who wouldn't move, his dad during COVID, during everyone fucking getting them all was in hospital, and apparently He was in there being told he had COVID, right? The son went to see his dad, and while his son was visiting, he never come back out. And the family were told, oh, they both died in the hospital of COVID. And I knew that guy would have been, if he saw something or knew something, and he would have been probably, but I ain't seen him for a while, but he would have been screaming blue murder in those empty hospitals, right? Where they're doing dirty shit and acting like, oh, the hospitals are closed, the dirty shit. You see hot helicopters coming in constantly to the hospitals. I lived right next to the fucking hospital and saw loads of helicopters during that time landing on the hospital, right? And they weren't like all these, like, emergency where they were taking patients. It wasn't those kind of hospitals. Helicopters. There was some real dirty shit going on in them fucking hospitals, man. Yeah, it never come out, man. But it's still going. The bloke opposite, he sold his garage to the people. And then bought, when this one died, he went, all right, you have this garage, and bought the one off the widow. And me and him had a thing with a clamp man. I was like backing him up on it. They clamped one of his customers' cars, like. And I gave no fucks. And this clamping guys, because they were still there, and he was telling them that he's going to cut it off, they then just blocked the road and wouldn't move, and were phoning the police and all this. And I blocked them in, stopped them while we were trying to get this car unclamped. Right? He's doing it. I'm telling these cunts, he's got a fucking business, you cunts. Don't come round here, fucking go. Well, you know what you're doing, innit? Who's getting the money? I'll do me fucking nut too. But I think this guy, he hates. And then the pigs turn up, right? It comes to me, oh, what's going on? I go, don't ask me, I don't talk to the police, mate. And he's like, what do you mean? I go, I don't talk to you, you're a cult. And he's like, oh, what? And then he was like, that's funny, man. But yeah, they still haven't. And I think he knows. I think he knows how much it's worth. To be honest with you, he's just going to stay there, do his business till they fucking offer him an absorbent amount of money, because they're going to want that fucking garage gone, mate. But that's on the back of Hightown in Luton, man. If you look, you'll see it's all industrial around there, and how they've changed it all, and what they're doing fucking down there, innit? And all Vauxhall as well, where Vauxhall cars were made. All that fucking whole thing now is, it's slowly catch a monkey. Big hotel down there for fucking rich people. Shops have come. Fucking, there's like all things. Big fucking, sort of what people might go. Yes, I'm a young executive and I've got a flat in where Vauxhall's plant used to be, in it. And by what they build, or what you go, why do they keep building this shit? Right? And you're thinking, oh, I know, they want to crumble the old town completely, innit? If you look at what's going on in the new builds at the moment, in the places where they're setting up near railway stations and shit, like, they're all very close to railway stations. They're all boxes. They're all getting more and more compacted in these boxes, right? You're thinking they're going to knock all the back out, and all the houses are going to drop, mate. They've decided that's all going to be Greenland now, and you're going to live in this box box. Everything's got a lot smaller, mate. If we squash all the towns together and have 15-minute cities, look, we're doing it for the world, maybe, but you know what I mean? But then we need smaller population. What if whatever went into their heads, whatever went into their bloodstreams, they literally nanobot shit they can control, so they can decide like when it's game over. They literally just go, right, yeah, all of this region here, we've got them tagged up, right? Put a boundary round on the computer here of all the people we want to drop. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're just doing it individually at the moment, isn't it? Then seeing they just click the button and fucking all the people in one area that fucking got jabbed, but doof. And they say, oh no, there's a flu. There's a flu and it's in your area. Oh yeah, that's why everyone's just dropped, mate. This one's real, isn't it? Oh shit, I'm really confused because the last one was definitely fake, so I should know this one's fake, but it's real, isn't it? Because loads of people just dropped. Well, why did they all drop then? Oh no, don't do that to me, people. Come on, enough's enough now. Don't turn the people into that. They might do. The avian flu's like breathing down our necks, I think. Straight off A6. Right. So that's why I really think they're going to use avian, because it's A6. Six years after COVID. That was all the sixes. Even in the word, did it? COVID. And what was it? It was the corona, the crown, right? The crown virus. I mean, you think about what they're really saying there, right? And they're calling the virus the crown, the king. The king of viruses, really, isn't it? With a sneaky 6 right in the middle, like corporate 6D. What do you think? Scary times or not? Or do you think you should just be like la-di-da, la? You know what I mean? Tell me, people, innit? What do you think? Come on, Alice, what should we be doing? Should we be going, oh shit, we're all gonna die? You know what I mean? I guess like most of us are like that. If we're all gonna die, we're gonna die, right? You just like, you know, that's what's meant to be is meant to be. Whatever fucking the world was, guess we'll never really know. You know what I mean? We got our own ideas. We'll have to go with that and just go, well, I'm sure that's the way it was. Right? Or do we skip and jump and go, well, a change is coming. Woohoo! Well, we need change. So, you know, I mean, can't carry on like this, can we? Like, fucking hell, yeah. Well, maybe we need to be in little cages going, no, we're in little cages. Yeah, we can't be trusted. Maybe because we haven't looked after our own individual civilizations, have we? We haven't looked after our own communities. We're not looking after anything now, are we, mankind? You know what I mean? So it's like we've literally turned them into looking after us. Don't worry, don't get rid of your own waste. We'll take care of that. Oh, don't worry. Yes, we'll build the roads. Yes, don't worry. No. You can't. You need to have a license. And councils get those licenses, you little pig. Virus, Roman Latin for poison, venom. Yeah. 6 are us. They're always a 6. Why? I mean, it's mirror man, mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. I am past caring. Death is taking off a heavy winter coat so your soul can fly free. Bring it on. It's here anyway. Yeah, I think that's like you get to that point for sure. And when like if you said that to a norm, they're just gonna think you're somehow you're so depressing and why don't you look at the positive things? Right. But it's hard sometimes, isn't it? You know what I mean? Day by day, you just go, okay, well, one day at least you got a positive, right? The positive is we're a day closer to whatever's coming, right? Hurry up. Let's just, there's no point in lingering with these things, I find. If we're killing the world, let's just hurry up and do it then. Let's not do it all, it's bits. You're going OTT when it's a slow death, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah, we know you're trying to be as sick as you can be, but that's really sick. I mean, even your mum wouldn't fucking be happy with you on that one. You know what I'm saying? Isn't it? And if it's all like a big trick, right? Woohoo! Yeah, fooled you. Right? Yeah, let's have that quickly now. Oh dear, because like me and Alice have definitely had enough. I'm sure Frank has too. You know what I mean? I'm sure we're going. Can I come out now? Please let me out. Yeah. You going? You often think to yourself, going mad, isn't it? Am I keeping myself in here? You know what I mean? Is it my own mind that's fucking seeing this fucking shithole for what it is? And it's like, you know what I mean? And it's, but I talk about it so much, hoping people, would one day prove that everything I was saying was an absolute crazy. You know what I mean? I was hoping I'd be proven crazy. I really was. There was no win in knowing the truth, innit? You wanted somebody to tell you and show you why you got it all wrong. But never happened. Surprisingly, just a lot of hate and spit and defense for whatever you were talking about. Just horrible, isn't it? And you always, I think once you go through it, it's so heavy. Like it's heavy, and it's a fucking heavy thing to go through, man. Everywhere you looked, wasn't it? Like for certainly me, there wasn't a real, my ears really were my caps at the time. My cushion, if you like. At the time, going through that, man, watching what everyone's doing whilst that's the reaction you're getting, to telling them not to. Fucking rough, mate. And the name calling, the way they literally told the bully in it, like, here, if you want to bully people who are telling you, trying to protect you, if you want to bully them, call them a conspiracy theorist. You could shout it out in pubs, clubs, shopping centres. Because everyone will join you, mate. Because they all go, oh no, they'll all laugh as they walk by. Oh yeah, listen to him. Yeah, what's he saying? Oh yeah, oh no, he's saying the fucking government doesn't like us. Fucking conspiracy theories, God. You know what I mean? All the hate and spit and fucking. Ugh. People never get it, will they? They never know that how years of that everywhere you go, man. Every time you dare to want to speak and warn people about anything, you just were constantly just fucking like revolted at, innit? Just, oh no, don't want to talk to you. Shut up, shut up, shut up. You know? And you see the aftermath though, but you go, wow, like, even I didn't think it was so that important. You know what I mean? But I think actually I would be lying if I didn't. But I also expected the venoms to be a lot more instant. And it's killer just to watch. Like, there was nothing you were saying, man. Nothing you were saying to anyone that was going to change their mind. And you couldn't even get close to the conversation, right, before they'd already react. The mention of just one thing. Oh no, I'm not having that conversation. Oh no, shut up. You always come out here. Of course you got a backseat. Bloody, of course you got to muzzle up. Oh, fucking hell, you're going to kill us. Oh, don't come round here if you're going to disobey the rules. You know what I mean? You couldn't even get a word in to tell them why. You know what I mean? You didn't even finish a sentence of telling them what you were going to talk about, right? Let alone get to any importance. It banged you, mate. In theory, maybe it's the best time to start. You should stay quiet. Maybe we should stay quiet and hush, hush. Let's not have any conspiracy theorists out there until 2020. Don't tell anyone what you found out until 2020, but just concentrate on the 2020 thing when you suddenly go, oh, look, I've looked into something about this thing, and you know what I mean? Maybe then they'd have gone, well, he's not usually a conspiracy theorist, so he's worthy of listening to about this before we stab ourselves. Who knows, eh? Maybe someone out there knows. They stay quiet. Okay, I ain't saying shit because people will think I'm weird. And then it got to 2020 and they went, I've got to say something. You know what I mean? That's probably the best way of doing it. Just stay fucking quiet. Don't put yourself through fucking however many years prior to 2020. Do not put yourself through it. Shut the fuck up. Just tell them, yeah, EastEnders was great. Oh, football, yeah, where's my scarf? Yeah, just do that, mate. Do that for fucking till 2020. Then just bring it into conversation. I know that bug that's going about. Yeah, just to let you know. Whatever you do, don't put them things in your arms, because here you go. Look, they might have all got round the table, had a look at what you're saying, because it's the first thing you've ever talked about political, mate. You know what I mean? And then you might have got them. I'm thinking, fuck, it's my own fault, see. You always wonder if all the people around you in 2019, say, right, or 2018, maybe 2015, depends, like, I don't know. But once upon a time, all the people around you that you thought you trusted, right, that you thought always would have your best interest at heart. How do you think they would have all reacted if they did listen? What do you think would be different in your lives now, innit? It's amazing that so many people had nobody listen. That's just fucked up, isn't it? Like, you feel like you're really shit. You kind of wish you were, though, didn't you? Like, you're just really bad, like at waking people up, at having people listen to you, like at being able to converse with people. You're just really bad. That's why you didn't wake no one up, right? And I used to think that, like, I thought the more people I told in my family, more people I made see certain things, or I figured maybe they'd talk louder, right? But nobody. And I was like, oh shit, I really need someone to join me on this. And I need someone out there to join me on this, man. Because they're going to be the ones who, if once, and I'll back them up, and then, the other ones will have to listen. Never, but there's never one, mate. Nobody wanted to warn the others, apparently. I think that's another thing. You think on that, right? If you told people in your family directly and they ignored you, think about how that stopped a message getting to probably a lot more of your family, innit? Or if what you'd said was somehow diverted into a negative to the other family members from that person that you've told. And so already all of the other family have decided, oh my God, I can't believe he's saying COVID ain't real and won't wear a mask. You better tell him he's putting everyone at risk. All your family members now spreading. You don't know how far, do you? All hearing about how you're, no, I'm not seeing him at the moment, I'm not speaking to him. Yeah, he's putting us at risk, and he's saying COVID ain't real and won't wear a mask. In fact, he's telling everyone to shut up and go away if they're wearing one. But, you're now becoming like there's something wrong with him. I think he's joined a cult. But that's what they say, mate. My own mum asked me, have I joined a cult? Because I wouldn't fucking, what I mean, go along with the fucking slaves who are all inculted. If it ain't a fucking religion, if it ain't a fucking what's it called? Fucking one of them political parties. It's something on their screen, isn't it? Or to a flag. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm so proud to be. Yeah, go find me someone who tells you they're not. Well done. Clap yourself. You're so proud to be. You're so proud to be. You're so proud to be. Yeah, children. The world is your oyster. You know, think about them words, innit? You know, I mean, the world is your oyster. Like, let everything be free. Like, it's not just yours. Like, you gotta let go now. Right, just let everything free for a minute. Right, and I breathe. Right, everything's free. Right. Ooh, look at that lovely green grass blowing in the wind. Lovely, isn't it? Oh, smells good. Nothing's fucking rolling around at the moment. Just breathe. Right. Think about things. How could you really? I mean, if you were the architect of your lands right now, what would you really think would, bring fucking nutrition to the lands and see the people eating really great food, which would probably be a number one on the list, right? How can we grow the most on these lands? What's the best things we can grow where we get the most nourishment from, right? To feed all the people on these lands. How can we make space and do that? Imagine how lovely it'll be. And us as residents, don't really like the word, but you know what I mean, we'll tend to the garden, right? However big we need to make it, we'll all agree, right, that piece of land, we got all of this fucking land, we're saying this is ours. Yes, fuck you all, right? There's fucking 200s of here, so if you don't like it, lump it, but we already all live here, we're not kicking anyone out, so fuck off, right? Don't want permissions, not asking for permissions, fuck off, right? Let's design our own community, right? And decide what we want. Rather than have these fucking council cunts, CC33, deciding for us. And with all of that council tax, like the amount of money you pay these fuckers, man. If you're basing it on the monetary system still, let's fucking try it for 3 months and see how fucking better your community looks immediately, right? How it immediately starts to, with that amount of money, starts to benefit the people that are in it, right? You know what I mean? We'd like some proud young girls and young gentlemen to work the and remove the rubbish for us. And we're going to pay you £20 an hour, and we want two shifts, 4 hours each. And when you come to the community hall, everyone's going to tell you what a great job and how clean everything is, because we're going to make sure we use the best products and really take care in keeping our areas looking as beautiful as we can. And then we're going to also have some garden people who are going to take care, and we're going to pay them £20 an hour from our area. The ones who want to do it, who love gardening, to come up with ideas and put, plant things how they think, where plants won't be in people's way, but will be viewed as beautiful as they walk down their streets. And whilst we're doing that, we're going to get some young people, children, to help you, and you can teach them the greatness of growing plants and the beauties that come through from them at a young age. And they love planting seeds at 2, 3, 4 years old, all through their lives. We'll just always have people that can go and can help the community grow seeds. We'll all try to get involved. You know what I mean? Then we'll start a garden, people. You know what I mean? Fucking get rid of these cunts, innit? Let's pay ourselves. Pay ourselves till we no longer need their monetary system, innit? Or we no longer need their outside help. And I'm sure, hopefully, you'd have hoped by now you would have already seen a town doing that, innit? And it going massive, where then other towns start to chat. Whoa! All of a sudden, everyone sees something different in it that's working much better for the people. They turn their town. I mean, the first one that done it could fucking thrive in it. They could turn their town into, close the gates, as it were, right? Turn their town into a fucking tourist fucking beauty, right? And show people how they all work together, and people would love to visit and charge them. Obviously all the community would prosper from all the hotels that they're being fully booked, because everyone wants to see a different way of life in a whole town, and a town that's controlled by the people who live in it. You all come down to a meeting with a family head from every family, right? All choose their family head, who goes and chairs the meeting and decides between each family head where they're putting the money that the town is, the income they've brought in. And eventually it'll be where the tomatoes are going, where we'll be trading with other towns, man. Hey, you need later. We're really good at fucking making strawberries over here, but your tomatoes are much better than the shit we come out with. You want fucking some of our strawberries? We'll do the strawberries, mate. If you do the tomatoes, fucking on, innit? Fucking trade there, trade there, trade there. That's how you become a fucking. It's about what town. From you probably base your town on what you grow the best in it, what you trade it to all the other towns. And then maybe you have age group areas in it, where once you're going, all right, look, you want to chill out and fucking you've done. Look how beautiful our community is. If you want, and you got beautiful places where people can go off to, right? Turn the places where there's no growth, no good growth of vegetation, but maybe a beautiful scenic place into where people can just chill out, mate. Turn that town into the one that's fucking all about fucking parties and relaxing and enjoying the wonders of the world. And you have one every 3 communities, a whole town in it, and all. So then you get the 3 communities interacting in it. You get rid of all the dirty drugs. Don't push any drugs. Dirty drugs, definitely not anyway. And you do it just by giving people the fucking freedom and and making sure that every family member at those meetings is educated to why they're bad in it, so they can and it's down to them to then educate their family of why they're bad and do it again as a point of the earlier you catch them with it and the more you talk about it as a family, the more people will stay away from it and know, yeah, that's a fucking terrible one to overtouch. But eventually, with no sales, no one's going to be fucking making it. And once you get rid of the monetary system, and there's, dirty drugs are gone anyway. Dirty drugs are only for profit, man. There's way too many dirty drugs, and most of them are coming from pharmaceuticals anyway. Prescribed. I mean, that's a horrible thing to call it when you think about it, right? To me, it's talking about a headstone and scribing on it when they prescribe you shit. They're prescribing your headstone. People got to start listening to the words, as far as I'm concerned, and stop ignoring and saying, "Oh, don't be stupid." Of course, they're not saying shit like that because it's far too common within words to be a coincidence. And it's called forked tongue language for a reason. Truth cannot be denied. That's why it said no surrender. Any denial merely a try on using more lies in hope fear makes concede. Let me on, chill. Oh, I can't, can I? I'm not on here. Maybe I'll do a live thing. What's the time? I'll probably go off for an hour till I go eat. Maybe I'll do one then. You got to stay up late, innit, Alice? You got to stay up late. It's fucking Saturday. It's bank holiday weekend. I mean, it's one of them days where you go, all right, do you know what? I could get a bottle of wine. Fuck the tea for a night. I'm going to get a bottle of wine and chill the fuck out and go and chat. No, don't get pissed. you see what people come on and do when they're pissed. I think I learned quite early. Yeah, don't go on, pissed. Go on stoned. Stone's always a good thing, I think. Because you're thinking faster when you smoke a jibber. Well, I do anyway, for sure. Hence why I don't stop talking when I'm fucking having a jibber. Innit? When I'm a lot quiet, everyone knows that. It's harder to you're more in a fucking state when it's like the jibber is the pick me up, certainly for me. Whereas I think so many people argue that jibber, jibber's good if you just want to like do nothing and become lazy and shit like that because they've only smoked it to do that, innit? We've never really like taken control of the weed. They've always allowed the weed to take control of their with it. Which I think is a shame because you can't knock something that you haven't tried properly in it. and smoking it, I'm not saying smoking it is probably the best way. I always think like eating it probably better, but whatever. I don't give a fuck. I mean, maybe smoking it with no tobacco is probably better for you, but I would suggest that you can get addicted to the tobacco. So if you smoke weed all the time, you might think you're addicted to the weed, but you've just got addicted to the fucking tobacco. And now weed's become your choice of smoke, like a pipe or fucking whatever, cigarette, and now your joint's your cigarette, and it's going to have a bigger effect. Although there's plenty of chemicals in a cigarette, isn't it? But I'm a lazy fucker, and I like when I'm really bad at shopping and shit, but I do intend one day to become less lazy and make a cake, and then work out to fuck put weed in a cake and still make it taste good, and stop smoking it. One day it's going to be a really nice cake, so I'm going to enjoy it because it's going to be a really nice cake. It's gonna be like, this cake's not only really fucking good, but I get like, boof, wow, look at that. Because when I ate it, it was the 16th, it's funny, I don't really think I ate any kind of weed or solid, like fucking, again. But obviously I ate way too much. But maybe for a while I didn't eat it because like it knocked me like so hard. But when I look back, I never looked back and didn't see how funny it was and how fucking wow it was to begin with. I mean, the wowness of eating weed, well, that was solid. So I don't know about weed really. I don't know if you put weed. I guess it have the same effect. If you put weed in your salad sandwich, you just sprinkled weed in it. I assume it's going to have an effect on you, just like smoking it, like. But that's solid. When I done it was solid. Fuck's sake. I mean, yeah, I was. My mate had to leave the nightclub within about half an hour dropping it, and we like prior to dropping it, we were all about like, wow, tonight is like brilliant, and we were here till the end, didn't it? My mate, well, maybe an hour he lasted in the nightclub, but he got so paranoid to fuck. He had to leave, and he had a bad night of it when he got home. He was fucked up, and I know he was fucked up. But for the first hour and a half, I was like I couldn't say anything wrong. My mind was just Paul. Wow, I had this bird just fucking, you know what I mean? Really hot girl at my fingertips, mate. And then and then after an hour, maybe I don't know, 2 hours max, I just went into a deep coma, mate. I couldn't walk, couldn't talk. But my mind was still there, but I couldn't do. Like I knew that I was just, and I couldn't move. I couldn't. Like I was fucking foobarred, man. Fuck, you know what I mean? But that was biting off like literally a 16th and just chewing it straight and just swallowing it. Those bad days, mate, but good days. It was a good. Like, I always look at them things as funny as fuck experience. Like you'd never know, like the effect, like just by eating that, like the massive effect, like of you it has, like. Whereas you always smoke it, it's always like, oh, you're either just like washed out, like. I waited for 30 minutes once in a stranger's toilet. I waited for like 30 minutes, mate, and it was the best. I mean, getting into that toilet was the. I mean, I never felt anything like it walking into that toilet. Like, it was like, I couldn't. I could hardly breathe. I was so fucked, right, on weed. And I had the sweats, like fucking. I had to like, can I use your toilet, please? I really struggled to ask, and it was a stranger, like, with about 3 other strangers in the room. All of us just fucking. Oh mate, I never got so fucking stoned and so quickly. There's a day I walked into that room, and it was I've probably told it before, but it was a B&Q delivery driver, right? And it was like the first time garden centres were delivering, had their own van, like, all marked up their own van, B&Q, and started where you could get your fence panels and that delivered to you, just pay. And it's the first one there, and this guy was so cool. Right? He had like his friend do his hair, and he had all like just different colours in his hair. And he was just such a nice guy. He gave no fucks. He's really funny. Right? And I was quite, I say quite a bit younger, but he's probably only 23. I don't know, probably about 20, maybe 22, 21. I don't know. But when I think about it, but to me, he's way older, right? But he was really cool. But I was like 17, isn't it? And anyway, I had to go out with him on deliveries, and I've done it. I've been out with him a couple of times, and as soon as I get into his van, me and him are skinning up. We're smoking gibbers all the way down wherever we're going. We're delivering a couple of fence panels, jumping in the truck as he's driving. We're sparking up another gibber. And then he pulls into this fucking Crescent, right? Really nice, high-end fucking Crescent, lovely big houses, money down this road. And it's in Welling Garden City, I think it was. And anyway, he goes, come on. And I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, he knocks the door, fucking young lad opens the door, about his age, right? Oh, all right, mate, come in. He's like, and we walk through this beautiful house into this back room that's got a portable telly, and there's three of his mates or something just sitting there, all fucking. And it's just what is it? Where all the smoke is in. We all sit down, and all of a sudden, from the second I sat down, every time I had a joint, I was being passed another joint made by someone else, or So I literally didn't stop smoking, and I felt like obliged. You know what I mean? And so these joints, as soon as you got rid of one, you had another one in your fucking hand, and we just sitting there, all smoking, just watching this little screen. And I all of a sudden, I threw the biggest fucking whitey I'd ever thrown in my life, and I said to him, go use toilet. Everyone's like, I'm paranoid to fuck. Right? I didn't want to be. Everyone else just totally monged the fuck out in that room, innit? And he went, yeah, it's down the hall like there. And I was gone. As soon as I opened that bathroom door, it was like, where the air is like fresh, you can breathe, it's cool. And I sat on that toilet, just sat there, just fucking half an hour, walk back in the bedroom, and they're like, fucking hell, you've gone a long time. And I had to say, right, yeah, sorry, I for a fucking massive weight. Because I was there thinking, yeah, what's he fucking, they're both in there going to be walking into a war zone. I said, no, just for a fucking massive weight, man. That was the biggest weight ever, that one, man. But yeah, we got absolutely fucked. And then we was like, all right, see you later, back in the van, off delivering, absolutely fucking hammered, man. They were the good old days, I'll tell you, people. It's such a laugh, back in the day, he just didn't, he didn't give a fuck. And there wasn't like, all this, everyone's so disappointed. No, everyone was laughing, man. When I was tripping at work, everyone around was just pissing themselves. And it was so funny because we were pissing ourselves, but even like customers would get very like, you could see angry that they had these two so-called B&Q staff who should be more professional. And we're literally just pissing ourselves at them, right? Can't stop laughing and crying, right? But in the end, every single one of them ended up breaking. They all broke, right? I promise you, right? Every single one of those people broke and ended up laughing, right? So you just think, it was. I'm not saying everyone should take half a trip at work. I'm not saying they shouldn't. Oh, that was fucking hilarious, man. But then all the other staff, they all knew we'd taken half a trip, and of course they were just watching every hour we were down. There'd be staff looking from other ends, watching. Oh, so funny, man. The days, man. I mean, it's a shame, and you think back to them days, and as much as at some point you kind of hated it. I'm going to work, but I mean, B&Q back in the day when I was in B&Q, mate. Fuck, I turned that. Well, I think there's a few of us who turned it into a playground. It was. There's so many fucking funny things that went on in that place. Well, then place like used to treat you, didn't it? You'd be taken out in the summer as a staff thing. You'd have a Christmas do where they put actually a bit of effort into making sure that you all got fucked and all the staff got off with each other, right? Back in the day, innit? They'd turn you into more like where you had to get to know each other, innit? They don't do that no more, mate. Not many places. I think even the parties now would be, what I mean, everyone trying to, nobody getting pissed. I can't imagine Christmas parties for corporations where, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. They're probably all like, all the boys are probably, well, maybe all the girls too are probably, so many of them are taking a snort of coke in the hotel bathroom, innit, before they go down to the lobby. It's funny though, isn't it? If you go on a corporate, everyone tries to come out looking like somebody they don't. So everyone tries to look like a different person than they see every day, innit? They really put an effort in, man. Funny old world, isn't it? People are. Yeah, I think the funny thing is, like, people were always designed to be programmed, and maybe if we accept that, we're always, if we were designed to be programmed, because we are, aren't we? You can't deny we're not programmable. If anyone's out there going, "Oh, don't be daft," you can't. You know what I mean? You look at compared to a cat's way less programmable than us, right? Yeah, accept it. There's no way you're getting a cat to volunteer wearing a muzzle. No fucking possible way. It ain't happening, mate. You know what I mean? And I think like that's where the importance of people's awakening comes, right? Is they got a face that, yeah, actually, I'm easily programmed, right? And I've got to change that, ain't I? Fucking hell, I'm dangerous. Fuck, am I dangerous? If I'm easily programmed, am I dangerous? Let me think about that. Let me think. I don't know if you'll be allowed to think about that for yourself, because the answer might come into your brain from elsewhere these days. I can never rely on the answers people give me now, that's for sure, isn't it? All the times you told people for years and they still took the vaccine, but told you all the way through how I know you're right, but you got to get on with things and give you this he was never quite sure. Are they awake? Do they know? Or are they just saying it to please me? Right. Are you supposed to trust people now? Right? Anything they say broke trust. I mean, you think about that's another thing they've done, which people might not even think about. Trust. It's a big word, isn't it? And how much trust did they break with COVID? And where are people putting that trust now, right? I don't know. Where are they putting it, man? Who they trusting now, right? It's very important who they trust, isn't it? It's a very important lesson from this whole game is who do you trust? Who can you trust, right? And if people are out there and going, well, I can trust this one in my family, but they took the injection and told you or wore muzzle, you got to rule out anyone who wore muzzle. You can't trust them. Can't trust anyone that put the fucking needle in their arm, mate. You cannot trust them. If anyone wants to argue you can trust someone that put the needle in their arm, if even the people who put the needle in their arm are already saying, no, it's all right, though, but you can trust me. Sorry, you can't. No, you got to earn trust, not in 5 years of what's going on in the world today. There's too much that's going on that takes way longer than 5 years to realise, isn't it? But these people on their way to trust, isn't it? Trusting themselves. At least the people now who realise ain't going to stick themselves again. And I don't even know how many that really is, isn't it? Like I say, it's still too quiet. I'm thinking if they turn around and really push the needle, some needle for something again, and mandate it, are people all gonna, how many people are rolling up? You know what I mean? Rolling up to roll up and all that, innit? Roll up. Can you watch it? Another episode, people? It's all about divide if they throw another episode in. It's the 50-50, right? Maybe that's our answer, isn't it? The people who are going to roll up is going to be 50% of the communities are going to roll up, mate. And 50% ain't. And then they're going to throw a fucking beast in, right? A bug. They're going to pollute us with something they put in the air or in our food or in our water, however they want to administer it. And then all of a sudden, there'll be a big hoo-ha about maybe the people who are injected all dropping, or half of them dropping in it, or starting to drop. And then them blaming, by the press, blaming the people who are the 50% that won't wear the mask in it. And so now they want revenge because we're killing them. I mean, you could devise these wars however you want. When you got control of the people so hard, you can see how they can devise these wars however they fucking want. I mean, it's so scary that tomorrow they could tell you that your town is now at war with the next door neighbour town, and so many would fall for it. Like, it's I asked the police once, and it, you know what I mean, people in power allegedly, two police women, young police women, who broke into my fucking house for electric companies, right? Giving it the I am and authority and bollocks, right? A civil matter. I asked them to, and two young women, you know what I mean? And I asked them, well, tell me what it is you won't do. What order is it that you won't follow from your sergeant? And none of them could answer right, and both of them started. And this was after also the black girl had accused me of racism because I'd asked this girl, the whitish girl, Eastern European-ish girl, Arabish girl, don't know. But I asked her, what would Allah think? Because I said, you are Muslim, right? Because she had the scarf thing on her head. And so then the black officer, oh, you can't, giving me like, what? Asking her what Allah would say is racist. I had to point out, how dare you? You know, I'm asking her for real. You know, in her world, what would Allah say about what she's doing, right? And then they both went quiet. But yeah, they were trying to, you know, very aggressive because they didn't like me telling them straight what they were doing. Well, what are you going to do when two little girls come up to your door, boys, isn't it? What are you doing, mate? Let them do it, innit? I did put it out on video. Got loads of abuse, mate. Got loads of abuse on those videos. All the fucking norm cunts. Right. Oh, well, you should pay your bills and all this shit, right? You know, all defending the corporations and these dirty pigs that are smashing me door down by, you know, getting the fucking dirty local loot and locksmith to break into my fucking house, and him doing it as well, you know what I mean? I exposed all of the little cunts doing it. And obviously that pissed them off because I was filming them, obviously, people, innit? Making it fucking, and I was very loud in my area, so everyone around knew what these little cunts were doing. But I've you know, kind of forget about those things, even though like it's disgusting. It's no different than a gang, just because they got a fucking, you know, it's a gang, right? And you go, okay, well, you could take on the 3 people in the gang. They're only 2 girls. You go, well, yeah, I don't want to hit girls. Not sure, even if they didn't have a uniform on and they were coming and they had like fucking, you know what I mean? I'd probably have to in that case because they probably will stab me in it. Fortunately, these costume ones do have to follow certain rules by their governor, but the ones who are just doing it because they're fucking drug addicts, they're probably going to do whatever anyone tries to get in their way. They're just going to go, I want whatever I want and fuck you. So you both hit them ones, unfortunately. But you try not to hit girls. But also, the reason you would try not to hit the gang members if they were part of a gang, had someone telling them to do it, is because they're going to send more of their gang, and you're definitely not going to win against them, right? You know what I mean? And for defending yourself and your home, they're not only going to beat the shit out of you, they're going to lock you away for as long as they decide, which is disgusting. But people think that's a good society, mate. And these corporations should have the right to bust down your doors and break into your houses and decide that you owe them something that they stole from you, innit? Anyway, I was going, wasn't I? Yeah, I was going to go and come back on. Fucking hell, that was ages ago, wasn't it? I'm out. I'll try and come back on in a bit. I'll see. I'll try, but not tomorrow, maybe.